Good afternoon, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. I've had a busy day today, but finally got my audio problem corrected, I think. If you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just be sitting here talking to myself. Yeah, I will. That happens. Where I just end up sitting here talking to myself. I don't know. I really want to be outside metal detecting, but I'm not. I did, however, drive my car a little bit today. I am relearning to drive. Well, I'm learning to drive with a different perspective. Um, I had to remind myself that my Uncle Bill was blind in one eye and he drove the U.S. Navy band all over the place. So if he could drive with one eye, so can I. Hi, Sandy Johnson. Welcome, welcome. I have 9 rolls of pennies left from the box I got. Sandy, can you hear me? Because I was having some audio issues. I just want to make sure my sound is working before I go any further with this video. Um, anyway, I got 9 rolls left and I want to finish them up today. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. I'm going to finish them up today so I can roll all the goods up and take them back to the bank on Monday, except the ones that I'm keeping. And I will do a video on showing what we got out of our box. So without further Scooby-Doo, I will open up the first roll. I can't do it all fancy schmancy like the pros do it. I'm just an old lady with a whole lot of arthritis. So I'm lucky if I manage to open the roll and keep them all on the desk. It just works out that way. But here we go. Let me see what's in here. My way. Whoa! See, I already shot some across the room. My way of doing this is a little bit different than everybody else's because I end up going through the rolls. The first time I'm just looking for the obvious wheat pennies, Indian heads, foreign coins, things that shouldn't be in the roll at all. So I have this aversion to shield pennies. I just don't like them. And there's really not much for me to be looking for on them at this point in the search. So what I usually do, you will hear the clunking in the background. I fish all of the shields out before I start looking at things under the scope. I have to scope everything because my eyesight is not good. And so by fishing the shields out, I can get through the rolls a little bit faster. I don't have to. And then when I'm rolling the coins back up to take them to the bank, then I look for anything that I need to on zinc pennies and that kind of stuff, because there's really not a whole lot there that appeals to me. But so I get them out of the way first, and it just makes it easier. I know there's a bazillion streams and auctions and all kinds of stuff online right now, and I apologize to any of my friends that I am doing this over. I would be sorting these pennies whether I had an audience or not. So I figure I might as well stream the search and grab up any little bit of view time, etc., that I can. And who knows, we might have the discovery of the century and nobody will be watching. But that's okay. I have to use the scope, and ooh, we got a 59D, almost made it into the wheat field. I have to use the scope anyway, and it works well through the way I have it set up. So we're just going to stream it. Oops, don't need to even look at that. So we'll just stream these, and people can wander in and out if they'd like. Copper. I have a little bin I'm putting the copper in. Ooh, we got us a Wheatie. Wheatie, Wheatie, Wheatie. 1946. This light is blinding me. Like I need something else to make it where I can't see. All right, that looks a little better to me. All right. Wheatie. Garuve, as my friend Question Mark would say. That is Garuve. Shield. Ooh, this looks like a metal detecting victim. Yeah, when I get done here, I'm gonna go out behind my building and try out a little bit of detecting. I'm still working stamina back up, but I just want to get outside for a little bit. Another copper. But I do need to get these back down to the bank so I can get something different for us to look at. I'm starting to get back in the swing of things slowly. I actually adjusted my own medication and cured one of my problems. And following suit, another doctor changed my medication routine to the same thing I had switched the other one over to. And the last couple of days, I have been feeling much better. So I'm going to start trying to focus on getting my regular routine back. I finally got all the Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas and the Epiphany, all that stuff is gone now, except 2 people I don't have addresses for. Hey, Benji, how you doing? You getting some rain up there? I read that it was foggy and rainy in Clio. So, anyway, we've actually got a halfway decent day today. And as soon as I finish these pennies, I'm going to go outside and play with my detector for a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into my regular routine on my shows. So, if this current trend of me feeling better continues, I will be focusing on that. If anyone happens to know, yeah, Question Mark called me yesterday, and he was having a hard time trying to round up a cow that they sold because it was so wet and nasty outside. He's out there trying to get this cow to cooperate and get in a trailer. So anyway, yeah, we had that up until yesterday. It was raining here yesterday. Today we've got a decent day where it's in the 60s. There's a little bit of wind. It's not too bad, but at least the rain has stopped and the fog has lifted. So when I get done with these rolls here, I'm going to go outside for a little while. I got this detector from my brother that I'm really not familiar with, and I can't find a lot of info on it. It's from around 1989, no, 1999, 2000 era. And I know it was branded for Calico, but it's not a Calico thing. I think it's like First Texas or something is the manufacturer. But I do have the book for it. But I've never really tried it out except for just a couple minutes in my brother's yard. So I want to take it out and see. I mean, I know it works, but I don't really know. Hey, Les, I just put some things in an envelope for you. I got something else I want to get before I send it, but I am be working on it. I am be working on it. So, 63 something something D. Almost got into the wheat field. Not quite. So anyway, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that detector yet. I know I have a family member who is very interested in trying detecting, but I also am in need of more funds for my move to Michigan, because gas, when I planned the move, gas was only about half what it is now. So the expenses for the trip are going to be substantially higher than originally calculated. So I may need to sell this detector. And in order to sell it, I'm going to have to understand how it works and make sure that it works properly. So as much as I love my detector, I'm going to have to put mine aside for a while and play with this one to see how things work with it. And I can't really detect for too long. I'm still working up my strength, but I'm giving it my best effort. By the way, we are in roll 2 of 9. In the first roll, we found one Wheatie. Here it is. I've got it set aside. A 46. So that's where we're at. I have 9 rolls total. This is roll 2 of 9. Ooh, that's not a bad looking 78. Still got a little sheen. Put that into copper bucket. Ooh, 1969. That one's got a little shine on it too. I usually go back through those, look in my books, see if what I've got, what I have found is better than what's in my book. 72. 96. 96 tears. Cry, cry, cry. Probably my favorite song. Oh, looky, we got one of the Lincoln tribute pennies from 2009er. We'll put that over here with the keepers. That one's got a spot on it, so it's not the best. But there's a 74D, goes into Kappa. 81D in the copper hopper. Ooh, a shield. Icky poo yuck. Yeah, I actually drove today. I'm learning to drive with 1.5 eye. It's funny, I live behind a Walmart, but to get to the Walmart, I have to go about a mile and a half, unless I want to walk over there, which I would, except that it's uphill. It's kind of a steep hill, and my footing isn't that great. So, but I had to get food, and M3 was getting pretty insistent that he needed things. So I drove over there. I did check the Coinstar machine, and there was no treasure today in the Coinstar. All right, into roll 2, and all we got was that Lincoln, that Zinkin Lincoln thing. Better than nothing. All right, so we're opening roll number 3. I want to remind you guys, if you are interested, that later on today is the benefit auction for the Susan Komen cancer thing. I don't have all the details on it, but I know it's starting at 5 or 5:30, and I'm sure you could probably find all the details over on Ida Herring's channel, or if someone has the link to it, because it's not on her channel, but she is instrumental in the whole thing. So I'm sure the details are over there. I just forgot to go get the link. So anyway, that thing went on for, I think, 18 hours last year. And I will be in and out of there, but I have a hard time following fast moving live streams because of what's going on with my eye right now. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a headache. So I will be in and out. Unfortunately, I don't have any money really to spend. I know people think I'm being greedy, but I really have to save in order to get this move accomplished. And I have to get the move accomplished because it's not just because I wanna, it's because I need medical care that I cannot get where I live now, and I know is available in Michigan. So because of what's going on with our economy, gas prices, rent prices, all of that stuff, I am having to really not buy anything other than food. You know, big splurge today. I got new socks. Oh boy. I mean, but yeah, that's another thing. I got this box because I knew I could take it back. So I got to roll it all up and take it back. And anyway, we are on roll number 3 of 9. Hey, Peter, how are you? Mikey! Going to the Lodge restaurant for dinner, getting an 8-ounce cheeseburger and fries. That sounds good, Mikey. I haven't had a cheeseburger for a while. I need to do that. There's a 79 in the Kappa Hoppa. 95. Glad you made it back all right, Mikey. I still would have been mad if I'd have been in the airport that early in the morning and they told me my flight was canceled. I'm like, I'm going back to bed, dude. 83. Shield. 2000 Space Oddity. 96 Tears. Grub. There's one that looks like it was dug out of the ground. I can't even tell you what it is. Whew, that's nasty. I'm going to set that one aside for one of my Don't you dare clean your coins experiments. Those coins right there are why sometimes you just got to clean them. Oh boy, we got a weedy. We in the wheat field. We's in the wheat field. Anybody want to take a gander or a guess on what year this weedy beady is? Okay. Do 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 do. Dum. Okay, Les says he thinks it's a 44. Anybody else want to guess? You know, one of these days I could ask y'all to make a guess and give you a prize. This isn't that day, but it could happen. It could happen. Mikey says 50. All right, we're going to flip her over. All right, Mr. Lincoln, what we got here? We got a 57. So Benji was the closest with 56D. It's a 57. Let's add that to the treasure pile for today. And I want to try to speed this up a little bit. I know people got other places to be today, and I appreciate y'all popping in. If you have not done so, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, I'd like that if you do that too. We're going to build this stuff up despite everything. I just refuse to quit. I have gone forward and back, one step forward, two steps back with this channel because of my health. And I'm just 63D. I think that's a D. Yep, 63D. That goes into Copper Hopper. 70 goes into Copper Hopper. Oop. No, you're not going to fall. There you go. Get in the bucket. 88. 96 tears. 80 in the Copper Hopper. 2002. 95. Radio station I listened to when I was growing up. WLOF, channel 95. In Orlando, Florida. That was the first place I was ever on the radio. Launched my pathetic attempt at having a career in broadcasting. But back in those days, they weren't real welcoming to female on-air personalities. They thought we were supposed to fetch coffee, provide services that I'm not going to discuss because I refuse to do it. And I think most of you can figure that out. It was radio's equivalent to the casting couch. And we were supposed to sell advertising and record ads and splice tape carts and that kind of stuff. They really didn't want us to get on the air, but I was on WLOF a few times. And my broadcasting mentor was the music director there. Good man. Miss him. His son is on my Facebook page. We still talk about that radio station. It was a great place. When I was a kid, I used to ride the city bus all the way across town. And then I'd get off the bus and I'd have to walk about 2 miles. You would not do that in that neighborhood now, but back then it was relatively safe. And of course, I had fibbed to my dad and told them I was going to the library. And because I had really good grades in school, they had no reason to believe that I was not at the library. uh, so I would go out there on Saturday, and I learned pretty much how everything in a radio station worked by the time I was 13. Yeah, a lot of fun. Radio's not the same now. They've pretty much taken all of the personality and individuality of stations out of it. Alright, I picked most of the shields out of this one. Opened another roll. So this is roll number 4 of 9 and 82. That goes in with the coppers until I can give it a second look, because some 82s are copper and some are zinky. Stinky zinky. There's a 72 into the copper hopper. 92 didn't do anything for me. 68 in the copper. That was a good year. Not as good as 66. 66 was a great year. 66 and 67. There's a 68. 68 was pretty good too. I grew up in the 50s and 60s, and we had a lot of fun. There's another 82. We had a lot of fun in the 60s. I wish I could go back and do them all over again. A few things I'd do different, but copper hopper. 2005. 2008. Shield. Yeah, I gotta really get myself in gear on getting my money and my health and everything, so that I can get back to Michigan for another reason, and that is because I was told, 59D in the copper hopper. I was informed a couple days ago that the band I work with is planning on doing a little mini tour starting sometime in August, and I'm gonna be needed. So I got to get myself in gear. There's a copper hopper. 77. Oh my gosh, I was an adult living on my own. I started college when I was in my 20s, and I was actually in college in 77. And I had on-campus jobs, and I worked for a couple of local car racing tracks, and I was a freelance auto racing reporter for a couple different publications. At 77, I was having a real good time. Had a photography business, and that just looks funny to me. I don't know why, but that L in Liberty looks a little bit odd, and so does the B. But it could be me. I'm just going to set that. I've got a few I set aside to look at later, after I get my new glasses. There's another one for the copper hopper. Yeah, I'm supposed to call them on Monday, see if my glasses are in yet. They made the glasses with the assumption that this is as good as my eye is going to get, but they are still sending me to Duke University Hospital in North Carolina to have a neuro-ophthalmologist look and see if there's anything they can do to make any of it better. So if they can, I'll end up having to get a whole nother set of glasses, but this will at least help me with driving and reading and that sort of thing while we're trying to ascertain if we can make it any better. It's been pretty weird. Alright, we're opening another one. Wasn't much in there. $81 copper hopper. Yeah, I've got this big jug I've been putting my copper in, so at the end of the box we could see how much copper was in here. Now it will be only an estimate because of the 82s being thrown in there, because not all of those 82s are actually going to be copper. So, but it'll be close enough. And then we will look at all the other things that we found. We have found some interesting things in this box. And I'm not wearing gloves. 64 copper. I should be, but I can't find my box full of gloves. I don't know where they went. And since these are all circulated anyway, I'm not super concerned about doing any major damage to anything I find in this roll. I'm more likely to catch the creeping crud than I am damaging anything. But yeah, I gotta get these done, and then I gotta get them rolled up. I was told today that the car wash is supposed to be opening back up, so I'm gonna try to head over there Monday after I take these back to the bank and copper and try and get my car. Ooh, weedy beady. I already exposed the date on this one, so we got a 44. Doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. Put that aside. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get us some quarters, and hopefully by then I can locate a new state quarter folder. I have one here somewhere, but I just don't know where I put the empty one, because we need to start a new one. I gave all, except my personal one, I gave all the folders away. 6090 and the copper hopper. Yeah, I gave the filled ones away at Christmas. So I got to get a new one. We can start a new one. And with all of those, since I already have a full one, once I determine the coins that I have found, if they are better than the ones in my book, I'll replace the ones in mine. And then I give away, when we fill up a state book, I give it away. I still have not completed my national park book, so once I complete mine, we will start a new one for a giveaway. That's going to be a heck of a giveaway there, because those books hold a ton of quarters. Copper. And I might try to do some dimes. Dimes are hard, though, for me, because they're so small. We'll see how that works out. I might get a roll or two and figure out how well I do with reading them. 67 copper. And last penny in that roll is 88. Alrighty. So we are on roll number 6 of the 9. Hopefully we'll get something out of here. Something. Crack that open like an egg. Whee! Toot. Shield. 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 A lot of shields in this one. Shield, shield. 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 Yeah, there's a lot of shields in this group here. Shield. 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 It is over half the roll, I think. Shield pennies on this one. Not looking good. Well, I got most of them out. Oop. For those of you who didn't watch yesterday's videos, if you happen to be out and about on the YouTuber and run into Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee in your tube travels, please tell them they have packages waiting here, but I do not have addresses to send them to. So if they want those items, they will need to email me their address by midnight on Thursday, because I'm giving them 7 days and I started that yesterday. So they got until Thursday to get their address to me, and if I do not hear from either one of them, those prizes will go back into my giveaway bin, and we'll find some other home for them. So anyway, if you see Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee in your tube travels during this week, please let them know. The reason they haven't gotten their prizes is because I don't have an address to send them to. Thank you very much. This has been a public service announcement. More shields and more shields. ADD. Back here for a second. I guess it's normal. Looks pretty cute. $19.60. So close to a Wheatie, but it's just a copper hopper. We're getting down to the real nitty gritty. 76. I always wondered why they didn't make a bicentennial penny in 76. Didn't make sense to me that they wouldn't do that. 75, and the last one in that roll, 2,000. Okay. Roll number 7. Maybe we'll have a lucky 7. S what? Okay, just S. I'd like to see some S's on these. Not getting. I think we got an S yesterday. Oh, they're jumping all over the place. Doggone it. Yeah, if anybody has the link to that Susan Komen cancer benefit auction thing, please let me know. I can't remember whose channel it's on. I think it might be on Big T's channel, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to try to look it up while I'm in the middle of doing these pennies. So if somebody else knows whose channel it's on, please let me know so I can try and help them out by publicizing it. Oh, okay. I don't even have the bot running today, but I'm sure YouTube has theirs running. Shield, 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 shield. This is not Star Trek. I do not need shields. And I'm sure enough getting them. Man. By the time I get all the shields out of this roll, there won't be anything left for me to look at. This one's jam-packed. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, Archaeology Mike, he's pretty much right. I don't know why. Copper hopper. Oh, 90 shield. Yeah, I haven't even fired the bot up today. So, red alert. Yeah, red alert. 94. We haven't been doing very good the last couple of rolls. I'm about due to find something. Something. 76 trombones. Shield. 78 goes into copper hopper. Yeah, I had quite a bit of copper already yesterday. There's 73 copper. Yeah, I know. That's why I try to get people to do things like guess the year on the coins and that kind of stuff, just to get somebody to post. 77 copper. 84 zinken. 79 copper. I think I am going to start up my bot. My bot. Not. I wish there was some way I could start up YouTube's bot, but anyway. I've been trying to figure some of this stuff out on Nightbot. I'm going to work more on that this week because there's a lot of features in there I don't know how to do. There's copper. I don't know how to activate games. and I figured out how to put music in the DJ thing, but I haven't quite figured out how to make it play in the stream like it's supposed to. I'm gonna work some of that this upcoming week or so. Sorry, I had to get a drink. I have figured out how to do the giveaway. That was the first thing that I did, was how to do that. But there's like a thing for song requests, and I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Box of Sense to Search, live tomorrow at 11. I don't know what people do with the coppers, Les. I saved a bunch of them last time I had anyway, I saved a whole jar of them, and nobody seemed to want them, so I ended up taking them back to the bank. All right, I'm gonna be playing some music in the background because I really don't care at this point about the monetization. I'm so far away from it, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna try and liven things up a little bit by playing some music. I'm almost done here anyway. I got 2.5 rolls to go. I messed up. Okay, where are we? Play. Okay, so I'm on the wrong hinky do. Alrighty. Don't want to play them. I guess I'm not gonna play music after all. I don't know. It's not working. Okay, so we won't play any music. I had it working yesterday. Okay, back to the pennies. I'm not gonna sit here and I'll figure it all out later. Copper. 2020, what I wish my vision would be, so I could do this better. 2001. Copper 77. Copper 78. Zinky 90. Another Zinky 90. Oh boy! We landed in the wheat field. We's in the wheat field. All right, gang. We're in the wheat field. Anybody want to take a guess at the date? On the wheatie. Anybody? I don't know why this is not working. It's making me mad. I try again. Maybe I gotta be over here. I don't know. Something's broke. It's broken. I don't know. Les says 1942. Mikey says 1955. There we go. Now I got some twos. Okay, let's see if I turn the twos down just a little. They're pretty loud. Shut up, Q, you're too loud. How to turn him down. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright, I think that's a little better. Let me know if it's too loud. 1946. So, Les was the closest. 1946. 1988. 1996. And the last penny in that roll is 1995. D. Alright, roll number 8. Alright, let's see what we got. This is the next to the last roll. Oh, yeah. Come on, come out of there. He's fighting with me. Okay, let me sort out some of these shields. Red alert, there's a bunch of them. So just enjoy the music if you can hear it or whatever while I kick through. Hi, Dennis. Yeah, we have found a few Wheaties. I'm on the next to the last roll, and then I'll do a little recap of today's finds. I just opened this roll, and I am fishing out the shields. There's a lot of them. Lot. Where am I at here? Another shield. Oops. Q doesn't want to stop playing. We already heard him. That's my boy, though. Alrighty. Where are we at here? Yeah, this next one, if it starts to play, is a band I used to go see in college. They're actually from Illinois, but they played at my college in Florida a lot. Band called Buckacre. And hopefully it will play eventually. This is a 70s band. I really liked them. They were great. Uh-oh. Come on. I'll be with y'all in a minute. I'm still kicking shields out. It's a good time. I don't think you will find an answer for and say, here's all my troubles away. All the ones that we leave with each day. Can you guys hear the music? I wasn't actually in a band. I worked for a band. I worked for several bands actually. I currently work for Question Mark and the Mysterians out of Michigan, even though I'm not there right now. A little bit. I ran a website about a band called the Outlaws for many years. I still hang out with them when I can. And I managed some bands when I was in high school. About the mid-70s, I switched from working with bands to working in auto racing for a while. I also learned how to mix sound and do lights, stuff like that. Ooh, we got us a Wheaties. We've in the wheat field. Wheaties. 87. Head over here on the goodie pile. Cool to see that. 2020, no help to me. Yeah, 71 goes in the Papa. 84 goes in the Jenkins. 81 goes in the Papa. There's one in the Jenkins. It's like every other one. 81 Papa. 73 Papa. 98 Jenkins. Yeah, a lot of these songs I'm going to be playing are bands that I worked with at University of South Florida when I worked for Student Government Productions. But this next song is not. This is actually a band from Athens, Georgia called the B-52s. And the reason I like this song so much is there is a reference in this song. The song is called The Deadbeat Club. And there's a reference to the members of the Deadbeat Club listening to 96 Tears on the Jukebox. And of course, 96 Tears was the #1 hit that the band I work with had in 1966. And since this song is from the 80s or 90s. I thought it was pretty cool that a band a couple generations down the road is still referencing that song. So I have added this to my playlist. I actually saw the B-52s live. They were pretty amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Dennis. I listen to all kinds of music, but most of what I have on this playlist is from the 70s. This one is a little later. This is either 80s or 90s. The one that's going to start here if it ever starts. But I love the B-52s. They're just entertaining band, to say the least. Let's go, YouTube. Well, my computer's really lag today. Oh, well, I can't play it anymore. It says the video is no longer available because a YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. Well, that must have happened quite recently because I just played that a couple days ago. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. We'll have to go on down the list and I'll have to find another version of that song. So we're going to go instead to a band called the Bottle Rockets from Festus, Missouri, which is somewhere near St. Louis. They have some good bands in St. Louis. They do. Alrighty. Back to the pennies. 97. 1969 goes into coppers. Shield junk. Another shield junk. Another shield junk. Sick of those. 98.6. No, just 98. 81D in the copper. Last one in this roll. 96. 96. So we're going to start on the last roll. If I can ever get music started. Yeah, I don't know if it's my computer or what, or if I have too many things open. Opening the last roll of the box. Woohoo, here we go. Hope it's got a bunch of goodies in it.
Well, Kansas City's gonna have to wait. Man, it looks like I'll be late. Oh. When the things ain't flowing down this interstate.
I don't know why we're getting so much lag today.
Got with the trailer full of hay, and it won't get out of the way. Kind of mount stuff beside this truck that's trapped behind the Chevrolet. I got the highway 70 views. I got the brake pedal back in my shoes. Cranking and jerking this feels like will I ever get to use my feet?
Yep, some mysterious.
73, and he's a kind of work his way around me. He ain't never gonna win with that passion into that Nissan SUV. Now every big fussy Kia, and everybody got their own idea of what's fast, slow, so you never know what lane's gonna stop, what lane's gonna go. I got the highway 70 blues. Got the brake pedal, gas pedal, and my shoe. Hurting and jerking this feels like will I ever get used my feet?
All right, we're going to crack into the last roll. Alright, here we go. See what we got. I haven't pulled the shields or anything. There's a thinker. Ooh, 70S. We'll put that aside because we save all the S's. 80 tree zinker. 80 copper. Shield. 64D copper. Shield. Ooh, we got us a 1955 double nickel. Woohoo! 2005, 2000, 92. Okay, let's get some more music. Next song I'm going to be playing is also from Missouri. This band is from St. Louis. I love them, I love them, and I love them. I worked with them many times in Tampa, Florida. They toured with the Outlaws and a lot of other great bands. A band called Mama's Pride. They still get together every year and play a reunion song or reunion concert in St. Louis. It's on my bucket list. I want to go see them one more time. So a song called Can I Call You a Cab? And I'll probably get in trouble for playing this one because I did the last time, but then they got a hold of YouTube and told them, hey, she can play it. She can play our song. So while that's loading up, I'm going to try to pull some of these shields out of this last roll so I can finish it without further doo-doo. Yeah, I know Debbie Bettis. I know Debbie. She's a major Outlaws fan, but I've been an Outlaws fan before Debbie knew who they were. But yeah, they do play the Outlaws regularly. And she's been having a lot of health problems. I'm glad she finally got to go see the Outlaws. Well, I think it was last week or the week before. I'm glad she's doing better and can get out there. Yep, they sure do play the Outlaws regularly on their station. Turn it down a little bit. Oh, really? That's cool. Then I collect stamps as well. I haven't done much with my collection for about a year, but I do still do stamps. I get real excited when I see the stamps with the coins together. I really like those. Like with the first day of issue and a coin. I've got a few of those. Yep. I know who that nonsense is. That nonsense is Mark Thomas. Hi, Mark. Thank you for popping in. We're on the last roll of the box anyway, so copper. We will I'll recap what we found today, and then later on I will do a full recap of the whole box so we can see how we actually did for the entire box. And then I get to roll up all the stuff we're not keeping and take it all back down to La Bank on Monday. Try to get us some quarters. Listening to a little Mama's Pride from St. Louis, Missouri. One of the funniest things I ever did, I went to the movie theater with the members of Mama's Pride and two of their mom and a couple of their wives, and we went to see Jaws in the theater. And we were about the only ones in there because it was like the matinee. We had a blast. It was so much fun. It was so nice of them to include me. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun to be around. I enjoyed working with them. What countries do you like to collect? I actually have a world collection. I don't really have a particular favorite country, but I started my collection back when I was in junior high, and then I abandoned it for decades. And it turned up in my mom's house when I was packing up things after she passed away. And so I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, I kind of started messing with it again. I've got a bunch of them that I haven't even put in the books. I just haven't. I've been really sick for quite a while, and I'm just now starting to get into my recovery mode. And I was thinking about my stamps last night because I actually have parts of a video that I made when I still lived in Georgia about it's for beginners, and it was about how to soak stamps off envelopes without destroying your stamps. And I never did put the video together, but I found all the pieces to it the other day. So I might do that once I get my new glasses. Well, this is the last penny in the last roll, and it wasn't anything to write home about. So let's go back through what we found today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pennies that we set aside. Let's take a look at them real quick and see what we got. We got a 1944 Wheatie. And we got a 46 Wheatie. Yeah, that's cool that you're familiar with Debbie's radio station. 57. I actually learned about it and met her through a lady named Susan Smith, who is one of my very close friends, and she has been working on the Outlaws archives for a number of years. And because I'm one of the oldest living Outlaws people, there's a 55. My first real serious boyfriend was the original road manager and sound guy for the Outlaws. His name's James Britton. Went by JB. And JB actually wrote the lyrics for the Outlaws, Greengrass, and High Tides. Oh, this is one of those Lincoln thingies. I got some more Mama's Pride coming on. And a 46. So we got, out of 9 rolls, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wheat pennies and one of the Lincoln 2009 commemorative pennies. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. So I've got this container here. I'm going to show everybody what we got out of the whole box tomorrow, or maybe later today. Probably not today, though, because there's that big benefit thing going on tonight. And everybody's going to want to be over there. I love this band, but I got to turn the music off. There we go. Alrighty. I may do a show that's nothing but music, since I've kind of given up on being monetized. It doesn't really matter. And on copper today, my little tub that I put it in is about 4 inches in diameter, round, and I've got about an inch worth of copper there. It's actually the lid to a big plastic container, and I'm going to put everything in there, and I'm going to turn on the scale real quick, and we're going to see how much does our copper from this box weigh. Now, bear in mind, there are a few in here that are not copper. They're 82s, and some of the 82s are copper, and some are zincans, and I gotta look at them. Okay, we got 1 pound, 15.2 ounces. So almost 2 pounds of copper. So we did get 2 pounds. I'm going to round it off to 2 pounds because there's probably a few on the floor. And of course, all of the ones in the Wheaties are all copper too. So we probably got 2 pounds of copper. And and then I have a few that I set aside to look at just because we figure out what's going on with those pennies. They may have some doubling on them or something along that nature. There's only 4 or 5 of those though. So anyway, this is one of my favorites. I show once in a while. I found this down in Georgia in a Coinstar. Now, I want you to look at it really carefully because this is a really good copy. This is a piece of play money that's made out of plastic. But this is probably one of the coolest play monies I have ever seen. And like I said, somebody ran it through the Coinstar, and obviously Coinstar spit it back. But that's one of my favorite finds, is my plastic penny. So, alrighty, gang. I am gonna sign off from this. Again, if any of you happen to know or run into Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee, please tell them they have 6 more days to get their address to me, or I am putting their Christmas presents back in the giveaway box because they're sitting on my desk and I need them to be somewhere. I'm almost, well, I'm going on 70, Dennis, and I just in the past last couple years, I've been starting to have a lot of serious health issues. Spent 15 days in an intensive care unit after I had a pulmonary embolism. And when I finally got home and was recovered enough to open my mail, I found out that my husband of 25 years, who was in an assisted living facility, had divorced me while I was unconscious and moved in with his girlfriend. Oh, that was fun. So the last year or so, I've been recovering from that. And when I had the embolism, I fell and jammed my glasses into my eye, and so I've been having major eye issues. But I'm starting to turn the corner here. I've been feeling a lot better the last few days. We did some major adjustments to my medication and my diet, and I almost had to restrain myself from getting up and starting to dance when I played 96 Tears. So that tells you I'm feeling much better. So, alrighty, gang, I will be catching up with y'all on the final wrap up of this on another stream, which I say probably is going to be tomorrow because, oh, my husband, I didn't really care that he wanted to have a girlfriend because he was in an assisted living in Florida. But I did kind of wonder why I couldn't get him to move where I was. I said, look, I'm paying, part of my money for your thing. Do you want to come up here where I am? Well, no, I'd rather stay here. Well, now I know why. He has since married the girlfriend, but I wish he had just been honest about it 2-3 years ago when it all started. But I knew something was fishy when he called me before Christmas and he said, "Are you planning on coming here for Christmas?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, because of the COVID thing." And he goes, "Well, I thought I better tell you, I got rid of the private room you were paying for and I moved in with this girl." And I'm like, "Well, that wasn't, Merry Christmas to you too." But I wish he had told me because I would happily given him a divorce 2-3 years ago. But it's tacky when you divorce somebody and they can't be at the hearing because they're in an intensive care unit unconscious. So he kind of won everything he wanted by default because I couldn't be there. And by the time I found out about it, it was too late to appeal it. So, oh well, you know. I'm hoping eventually down the line she finds out he's not exactly what he makes you think he is. Uh, he's the most unchristian Christian rock musician I have ever known, and we'll just put it that way. Well, I agree with you that that should not have been legal. And I should have had longer than 15 days to appeal it because by the time I was able to even read the paperwork, the time to appeal it had expired. Oh, well, I'm going to go. I want to try to get outside for a little bit while the weather's good. And I'm going to come back in and tune in on that auction for a little while, even though I can't afford to buy anything from it. I still like to watch and see what things are selling for. So I will be back tomorrow with the box wrap up. And I hope I see some folks there. I know Benji is doing his box search at 11, and that's going to go on for a while. So you may have to switch back and forth between the two of us or catch my video later. But I have a couple things I do on Sunday on other people's channels that are mostly metal detecting in nature. So I'll catch up with everybody, give you the grand total of what we got out of the box tomorrow. Good day, everyone. Much love to all of you. Thank you for your support. Please hit the like and the subbies and comments and all that good stuff. Let people know about my channel. Yeah, I know Opportunities is on right now, but I want to run outside and try to mess with this little metal detector I got from my brother for a few minutes. And I don't know how long I can go. I'm still building stamina in my legs. My arms are good, but my legs are still a little weak because once my eye started acting up, I kind of had to stop with the physical therapy. So, trying to get myself back in shape. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Bye.